All right, Shalom, Mike. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teach His word in all true faith and sincerity. And today, I just want to tie this lesson, these shall hate the whore. And that is concerning the allies of America. Ultimately, they're going to turn on this degenerate POS, man. America, Babylon the Great. And we're seeing, because the Lord have given us the climax of the movie, the end of the movie is ultimately these nations going to turn and shoot missiles over here in America. So as we get closer to that day, that perfect day, that moment, we're seeing it being put together. These events that's arising in the earth, all contributing to prophecy. So with this nigga Trump, this kidnapping and seizing the oil and all that, that's rubbed a lot of nations, really the allies of America, they rubbed it the wrong way, man. Of course, the enemies, but even the allies. But it just show you where we at in this process. Things about to be wrapped up. And now we can see America, this horror, it's being isolated, man. So I got this article from Newsbreak, and it reads, Denmark will shoot first and ask questions later if the U.S. invades Greenland. So as you can see, that's the spirit that's in the earth, man. Because the nigga Trump had a list on what he, after he did that shit in Venezuela, this nigga, had a list of countries he was gonna, he considered going after next. But this is a ally of America saying they'll shoot and ask questions later, man. That's the spirit in the earth. And now, as the scripture talk about the beast shall hate the whore, these shall hate the whore, it's making more and more sense as we get closer to the perfect day. Matter of fact, let's get that in the book of Proverbs, the 4th chapter. Proverbs 4:18, it reads, but the path of the just is as the shining light. And that path of the just is holding fast to the testimony of Yahweh Shai, that the spirit of prophecy. That's why I say it is as the shining light. Because when you read 2 Peter, the 1st chapter, it speaks on heaven and sure word of prophecy as unto a light that shineth in a dark place. And then be well unto you if you take heed. Show you the sense of urgency. But just going back, it said that pretty much that sure word of prophecy is being compared to as a light. So that's the path of the just, walking in the testimony of Yahweh Shai, seeing things, through the spirit of prophecy. It said that shine of more and more until the perfect day. And that's why I think it's becoming clear. This is the time where Lord's going to set to make his return, man. All the pieces are here. This piece of that is as well in 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter. We shall well understand the things that he spoke from the beginning, because we see things through the testimony of Yahweh Shai. So as we get closer to that day, it's making more and more sense. So these allies of America are being rubbed the wrong way because of what this nigga Trump did. Neuro. All this is a core on the plan. And it's clear this is the end of the world, the end of this system, this age. Let's get something else, because just going back, it's the Lord. This is his movement. So now things are being stirred up in the planet Earth. This is the book of Proverbs 21:1. It reads, "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will." See? So this, the Lord, that night before Trump gave the green light to go invade Venezuela, the Lord put that in the heart of Trump. Well, it wasn't Trump to get, to be the guy to sell Netanyahu, whoever it was, the Lord put the spirit on in Trump. But ultimately, Trump is the face of it. He the guy he's the face of, So at the end of the day, it's the Lord. He the one that give him the green light to give the green light. So all this is an effort for the spirit of war to be on the planet Earth. And indeed it is. Because at one point, you'll just say it was just really just those two opposing, America and Russia, and these little proxies. But now, as you can see, the Lord everybody's getting involved. All the nations are because just fucking up the business for their enemies and end up fucking up some shit for their allies as well. So you see with Lil Rocket Man, the nigga just he said he had to join the confrontation. So that's the Lord bringing all these nations together, man. Because ultimately, the results is all about the results. America's gonna be destroyed, man. Let's get there in the book of Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah 50 in verse 14, it reads, "Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bit in the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord." See? And Babylon is talking about America. Because when you read concerning the judgment of Babylon, it could have been talking about ancient Babylon. Because ancient Babylon was taken from a surgical strike. It was a regime change within the night, People woke up and found out it was a regime change. Well, concerning scriptures talk about this judgment of Babylon, everybody gonna know about this judgment. Talk about how the earth shall reel to and fro. But this is talking about America, man. And as you can see, it said, "Those that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows." Those are concerning those that have those nuclear weapons, man. And it says spare no arrows because those weapons were meant to be used in this lifetime. It was for this age. Just like, at one point the Gatling gun was for its use. It had to come in and have its moment, and now it's in a museum somewhere. It's no use for it. So with these missiles is going to be for this moment, this lifetime right here, to overthrow Babylon the Great, America. And really, all these nations is going to fall after World War III. And I said one never thought of, never want is going to wear the crown, because motherfucker got educated guess somehow China going to smoke clean. They'll say China got it, Russia. No, man. Yahweh shine his elect. That's why we hope to be a part of that number, man. So let's get this in the book of what's that? Revelation 17. Revelation chapter 17. And And 16 said, and the 10 horns was thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. And we can see why now. You know, even with the tiny tops, America and its fucking support for the tiny tops. Whatever the fuck they do, they with it. They back it. Their allies are not with that shit, man. When they get them videos and clips and shit to see them reports that's going on over there, they ain't okay in that shit. You know, that add fuel to the fire, as well as what this nigga did. Nigga went into a whole country and took a leader. Everybody on looking over their shoulders and shit, man. So you see why they hate this bitch. Of course, the policies fucking up businesses for everybody. This nigga on top of the world. This nigga face on the money. He the one that you talk about sanctions and shit. Is America the one that's giving out sanctions and shit? This nigga doing all this shit in the earth, and you on top of the mountain. That's what's gonna cause him to fall. It said, these shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And that's talking about those missiles. When they say they gonna shoot first and ask questions later. See, now we in a time where these nations got missiles, nuclear missiles, man. And they ain't gotta fly over your country. They got missiles really already ready, pointed to their destinations. Only thing they gotta do is just get a green light. That's what the scripture said. Matter of fact, I think that's in 14. Everything was ready, man. Only thing I just had to do was say, go on, do it now. You know? Let's get it. Revelation 14 and 17. It says, and another angel came out of the temple, which is in heaven. He also having a sharp sickle. And you know, concerning the sickle, that's the time of harvest. Everything is ripe. It has blossomed in its fullness. It said, another angel came out from the altar, which had power of fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. And the angel thrusting his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast into the great winepress of the Most High. And that great winepress of the Most High is going to play out here in America. Because if you're in this land, you still here, the Lord didn't gather you. That's why we hope to be at that number. Because we here in America, it's only you're here in America to be delivered or to be destroyed. You left here in this place because when you jump up to the 14, it talks about Yahushua coming with that sickle, and that's concerning he's going to deliver the righteous. But this angel will fire, angel telling the other angel with the sickle, that's concerning the destruction, man. That's going to play out here in America. Either going here to be delivered or to be destroyed, man. But notice the whole place, America, the whole landmass will be destroyed, man. This whole place is destined for destruction. And all the nations is going to contribute to it. That's why I said, all ye that be in the boat. So they ain't just because Britain, fucking France, whatever these other nations that's on the side of America. Ultimately, they're gonna be using those missiles to fucking shoot it. And ain't no telling, man. Ain't no motherfucker probably been building missiles against America. Cause when they build them missiles, they already come with address. They ain't like they gonna put in an address real quick in. No, them missiles are already built with addresses, man. But you see now what the scripture talk about, the beast shall hate the whore. Just making more sense. So now we can see concerning the fate of this place, its destruction is becoming more and more clear, as we read in Proverbs, the 4th chapter. So yeah, Akim, I just hope this will edify. I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rachah, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, the teach the word in all true faith and sincerity. Shalom.